Back on TYT Sports, you know that's Coach Nick at this point. It's probably the third or fourth clip you've seen with Coach Nick. So they're saying, just get him back to his own channel. Just kidding. Always welcome. Always welcome. Let's talk about the Eastern Conference a little bit because we spent a lot of time with the Clippers and the Rockets. Please check out those clips as well. But the Cleveland Cavaliers, now when I was going back and forth with you through email about what we're going to be talking about, said that, do the Cavs have any weaknesses? Yes. The title of this clip probably is, do the Cavs have any weaknesses? Of course they have weaknesses. But they're maybe not as apparent as for some of the other teams like we've talked about in the past, at least on this channel, with the Pacers right now and the Celtics right now and what's going on. The Cavs, for up until their loss against the Hawks, the 110-106 Hawks loss, we kind of thought, well, hey, maybe they don't lose in November or December. Maybe they start like the Warriors. LeBron's inspired. They're coming off the championship year. What is it that is continuously making the Cavs, and more so LeBron, really take this team to the top of the Eastern Conference again?
Well, I don't know if you ever remember the movie called The Last Dragon, but in it there's a guy who's trying, Bruce Leroy.
I thought it was right, okay.
Yeah, he's trying to become a master, and when he finally believes that he is the master, he becomes the master. It's just like Neo in
Matrix.
He's not the one until he believes he's the one. So they've now become that title contender, and you can see it. Like, they have that glow, and they are so talented offensively. And at least the top three, it's very top heavy with Love and LeBron and Kyrie. That they spread the floor. They each have their own gravity, and they can. When that ball starts getting skipped across, like, they might lead the league in skip passes. And I kind of want to do a deep dive, especially with LeBron. But even Kyrie can throw them. And when that defense gets scrambling and they're attacking closeouts the way they do, that's when you get all the exciting, really cool, highlights and dunks and kickouts for three.
Right.
So until someone can figure out how to stay at home better and keep them contained, then their offense is going to simply be too much for pretty much anybody unless the top 3-4 defenses in the league.
Right. So you mentioned the skip passes. There was last season where LeBron went over the head and threw one bounce pass across the court because do we need more of a reason? He's one of the best passers in the league. This year he decided to no, we're just going to start off the highlight reel early. We're going to throw a ball that is out of bounds, make it spin inbounds, and hit Mike Dunleavy for three in the corner. You saw that one underneath the...
I know, I missed that one. I'll have to get it up on YouTube.
So basically what happened is LeBron is what you would think we would call trapped and was either going to have to call some form of timeout because he had no outlet to his right in this situation. And for some ridiculous measure of physics, again, he's on baseline, and we have, let's see, can they see this? Yeah, he's on the baseline. Mike Dunleavy is not even on the other baseline just yet. He's running there. So LeBron wraps his body around and just spins it. So it hits, just inside, and then Dunleavy's there. Dunleavy, who just joined this team, knew where to be. Which I find, again, a credit to Mike Dunleavy for, again, being a high IQ basketball player, being able to fit into a system, because it's not like the Cavs have a very simplified system. It's not a one-man run, but they run, of course, a lot through LeBron. Another question for the Cavs I have for you is the Kyrie and LeBron, the LeBron effect on Kyrie Irving. Obviously, when LeBron went back to the Cavs, it, of course, helps Kyrie Irving, but not Kyrie Irving, the passing point guard. Kyrie Irving, the pure scorer. Because when they figured that out about halfway through last year, we were realizing that LeBron is the point guard of this team. The offense still runs through him. But when Kyrie is just a pure scorer, it makes him into a different version of himself from when he first entered the league. So what is it that Kyrie has brought as a pure scorer that can continue that trend, I'd say, like the winning ways, when we get to the tougher matchups in the series and eventually, I know, I'm going 80 games down the road into the playoffs.
Well, I think what we saw here is, because what's an interesting connection here is that when the Cavaliers lost in the finals, they didn't have Kyrie. And LeBron had amazing numbers, kind of similar to what he had this year, right? Except for he was a little bit less efficient, but he had a lot of numbers. So what was the difference in the finals this year? Kyrie. He had Kyrie to help him. So you could almost argue that LeBron needs Kyrie as much as as the other way around. But it also lets Kyrie, I remember he had a game where he didn't have one assist, and I think LeBron got really mad at him. But I don't know, when you look at that game, his role in that game was to score. And he was getting in positions where he needed to shoot and not set people up. So I think that's the key. He's probably the best finishing guard in the NBA. There's not many other guys I know that have the different kind of finishes that he has. Now, Steph does it a little bit, and some other guys as well. But as far as the skill level is so high for him, and his ball handling is so high that when he gets to attack from the wings, by the way, that's the other key here is he's not up on top all the time where the defense could be set in his way. When LeBron gets it and brings it up that way and shifts the defense, now he's attacking from the corner or the wing. That's a big, big difference from a guard perspective and another way to get into the lane and do all those amazing finishes.
What you mentioned right there is just the effect that LeBron has when he does bring the ball up on the right side, or I should say the strong side, and just the whole defense. They have no choice. They have no choice to be like, oh, God, 1-on-5. Let's see what happens. We'll leave everybody else open. It's a better idea in this situation. And then I was going to say, lastly, this is an unfair question for you because I like to ask this question to any NBA guest we have, NBA-related guest on. Where do you like LeBron James all time?
Ooh.
Championship this year or not? Where do you rank him?
Well, we know he's top 10. Mm-hmm. We know he's top 7.
Think you're fair there? I put him high up there, but go on.
I got to look at the list a little bit. We know I have no problem saying he's top 5, of all time. The problem with that is the guys like Kareem get the short end of the stick on this one, right? He doesn't even get in those discussions and stuff. So, after Michael Jordan, it's a tough one, to fill in who's after that. But he is up there, and I would have to put him in my top 3 or 4 easy. And we'll see what happens in the next couple of years. But certainly, 3, 3.5, 4, it's got to be up in there.
I love the people who say, I don't know, I don't think he's in the top 10 yet. Come on, guys. Just like... And the funny thing, too, is, and I'll make this quick to wrap it up because I think we're running out of time, is like, I do believe when all is said and done, barring health, he'll be the second greatest player of all time. And I think that will be seen when he's in a club of his own. So when I mention LeBron, I always have to mention the fact that he's going to be the only player in NBA history with 20,000 points, 10,000 rebounds, and nearly 10,000 assists. He's going to be the only guy with remember when KG retired? Mm-hmm. He was in that unique club with, I think, just Malone and either Hakeem or Kareem, one of those two, just to show how tremendous the numbers are. There's a chance that he's going to pass Michael Jordan in points, but I can't put him, I'm still just the very edge of that generation who still remembers watching Michael Jordan play and dominating. I was like 8 years old, and it was the greatest thing I ever seen. I was like, I want to be that guy. Oh. And then AI came, and I was like, I want to be that guy. I want the ball 110% of the time. No one saw that one, and then the Kobe Jenner, all that stuff. So I just like that. I love the LeBron question. The comment section might rip us apart. Comment below, because according to them, Russell Westbrook and DeMar DeRozan are the greatest of all time.
Uh-oh.
Gotta get in trouble. Comment below, like, favorite, subscribe. Please head over to BBallBreakdown once again. Check out the channel, subscribe, like, favorite on Twitter, Facebook. You're everywhere, right? Instagram, all the good stuff.
Everywhere.
Everywhere. Well, you have no excuse. Go find them.
I'm in.
All right. See you next time.